Good evening, Brooklyn Squad. Hey, sisters. I see y'all. Good evening, Brooklyn Squad. I'm going to let a few more people come in and then we're going to kick it off. We're going to do an introduction. Just wait for a few. Good evening, Brooklyn Squad. It's your girl, Jay, and I'm back again with another live. With another live for you beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome. You could have been anywhere on a Thursday night, but you chose to be here with the Brooklyn Squad, and I truly appreciate that. I really, really do. So thank you so much. So if you're new, welcome. And we have a lot of new subs. We have a lot of new subs. Hey, Miss V, make it go viral.
Thank you, Mamita. Hey, boo. We have a lot of new subs, so I just want to say thank you for joining. I appreciate you. We have a lot of people that has been here already, that's been riding with your girl, and I want to say thank you as well. I appreciate you. I do, I do, I do. I really, really do. Gratitude shows in my attitude. Okay, gratitude shows in my attitude. So I definitely appreciate you. I see we got Miss V up in the building. Hey, Miss V. We got Voices for Vanish. Hey. And we got Cheryl's Nation. I see y'all. Thank you. Yeah, I almost forgot about that, Miss V. Oh my God, I be so busy, girl. I be forgetting about the blessing. We have reached 500 subs. Congratulations. But it's not congratulations to me. It's congratulations to you guys as well. Because I couldn't have done it without you. I can't do this without you. It's no way impossible. I can't. You know, I didn't start off doing crime. I didn't think I would be doing this, and we could do a whole nother video on that. But I do appreciate it. I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful. 500, wow. Mm, wow. Because at one time it was one. Remember, guys, when we only had one sub? No, zero. And then one, and then two, and then three, and then it rises up. So that's a blessing, right? I didn't start off with this, so I'm so grateful. So hit that notification bell, hit subscribe, share the video, share, post. It's very important, right? Because there is a lot of missing people. There's families out there, right, who are looking for their loved ones and who are not getting the proper attention and the proper help that they should be getting. And they don't know where to turn to. But they're in the right place right here, right now. Right? There's a young lady by the name of Danielle Rico. Right? Beautiful young lady. Very, very pretty young lady. This is the flyers that's out. She's 40 years old. At the time she was missing, she was 39, which would have been August 21st. That is the last time her mother, Billy, has seen her daughter visual. That is the last time she's seen her daughter. From Valley Vista, California. Her daughter said, "Ma, can I have a couple of dollars? And I'll be right back." She had some problems with a vehicle. She needed some money. She came there with another male friend. And that was in August. 8 months. Where is she? People just don't vanish. People just don't do the I do genie poof, like that. Boof, and you're gone. It just don't happen like that. But I'm gonna let her mother tell her story because she's going to tell what happened. She's going to tell her story today. So I'm going to put the link down below. And that is for Billy. That's for her mother. Also, I have put the link down because there is a group that we had decided to make for her. Uh, and it's called Where is Danielle Rico? It's very simple, right? So that people don't say, what's the name of the group? I can't remember the group. The group's name is too hard. What's the name of the group? I gotta Google the name of the group. No, it's very simple. Where is Danielle Rico? It's pinned down right there in the comment. So please join that group if you know anything, because any little thing matters. It might not matter to you. You might not think it matters at that time, but it matters. She's missing. There's a flyer that's going around. Once again, I will show you. That is her. But she also looks, in other pictures, she looks different as well. And I'm going to show you those other pictures as well. She has a disability, and so it shouldn't be that hard if you see her. She's 5'2", 140 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, Hispanic. She has two beautiful children waiting to see their mother. And she has a mother that's desperately to see her daughter. So, Billy, hit that link and come on up, babe. All you got to do is hit the link right there that I put, the StreamYard, and it'll send you right up. So while we're waiting for her, because she's here. Yes, her left arm is very noticeable. So if you see her, you will know it is her left arm. That's why I said she has a disability in her arm. Thank you. I meant to say her arm. That's why I was trying to show her arm. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Voice for Vanish. So you would, it's not hard to notice. So if you see her, you know what I mean? You would notice, okay, that might be the young lady that they're looking for, you know? That's very important. Very important. The link is right there. It says StreamYard. It says Brooklyn Squad stream your. Hey, Kathy. Okay, I did it another way. Oh, and it worked too. Look inside your messenger, Facebook Messenger, and hit that link. I'm surprised it didn't mess up when I did it this time. I was like, oh, please. Soon, guys, I will be able to show videos the right way and not do it on my phone because someone has blessed me with a tablet soon and a new phone and stuff. They generally, I'm just so amazed. That would be coming soon, so I would be doing that the right way. But we could talk about that on the next channel. But yeah. Hey, Grizzy, Grizzy and the Vizzy and the Grizzy. Hey. How are you? Good afternoon, Grizzy. Hey, Danielle. Daniel. How are you? Nice to see me smiling. Yes. Although I got some bad news yesterday. Ugh. And again today, I was talking to a grieving mother. Um, but we're gonna do a live on that, and she allowed me to do the live on it. Um, that's won't be tomorrow, won't be this week because me and Dave got plans this week, but it'll be next week. So yeah. It might be after this one. I don't know. I'm well, Grizzy. Just been busy a lot with the cases and just, busy, busy, busy. Behind the scene, busy. Oh, wow, really? Um, it's weird. Hmm. Let me see. Hold on, guys, because she's having difficulties. I don't know why I wouldn't do that. Let me see. I'm glad you guys are here today. Um, that's weird. It opened our minds. It the one that says jazz. Hit that one. The one that says from jazz. The one on top of that one. The one that says from jazz. Because I just hit it and it went. It opened. Yeah, guys. So Betty's gonna tell you about her beautiful daughter, Danielle. She has been this organ shame because you know, when cases like this, the first people that we go to is who? The authorities, right? And there's no shade, but it's the truth. You know how we do on here. We don't sugarcoat shit. You know what I'm saying? It's straight real on this channel. You know what I mean? Because these are lives that are real. These ain't Chucky dolls and shit like that or play dolls. These are human beings, right? So we go to the authorities. And when we don't get help or we get the runaround or we don't get phone calls, that's a problem. And it's not everybody, it's not every cop, not every, you know what I mean? But damn, point me out a good one. I've seen a few good ones, yeah. Not many though. You hit the stream yard that says from jazz because I hit that one and it went up, but I closed it back. Mm. All you have to do is hit the stream yard that says from jazz. Or let me put this one back down here. Oops. Let me see. All right, you see the stream yard? That's the link that's right there. All you do is click that link right there and you'll be up here, Billy. Hmm. Hey, hold on, Billy. Hold on. Let me just All right, bye. All right, guys, she's here. Cheryl, you're doing cases too. Yes, we're all doing cases. Danielle? All right, here we go. And we are bringing up Billy, which is Danielle Rico's mother.
Hello.
Hi. Let's bring you up here. There you go. Look at that. See? Just a little work here. Okay. You're so pretty. You're
Oh my
beautiful.
goodness. Thank you.
You're very pretty. Okay.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Thank you. First off, I want to say thank you for coming on.
Well, I want to
I
thank
know
you
it's
for
not
putting the story
easy, and
out
I want to
there.
say, yeah, and I want to say I'm so sorry that you have to go through this. You know, you have to go through this whole long 8 months of
It
missing
is.
your baby. Uh, please tell us who you are and what's going on.
Okay, so my goal in this, and like I said again, I appreciate you ladies helping with this because, like you said, it's been 8 months. And I don't feel like I'm one step closer today than we were 8 months ago at all. And my goal is because to describe the valley, I am completely surrounded by hills and mountains and cliffs and rock quarries, and unless somebody comes forward, which is what I was told from the very beginning, it's going to be, almost an impossible situation. So my goal is to bring awareness, and you ladies are helping me do that. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart because I'm trying to keep her story out there to actually plead for the public's help. Because when you're out there and you're hiking or doing whatever you're doing, because the weather's starting to get nicer now, to just please keep an open eye because you just never know. You
Right.
just never know what's going to happen. And to hopefully that someone will finally have a conscience and come forward because, like I said before, I know people know, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's
Can you
been
just tell
8 months of a nightmare.
Can you tell everybody who your daughter is and what exactly, because they don't know. They just know that they know from what I told them,
Okay.
but I want them to hear from you.
Well, her name's Danielle Rico. I didn't see the very beginning of her clip because I couldn't get on, so I don't know what was said or not. She was 39 years old at the time of her disappearance. She has two
Right.
children, and yeah, she just disappeared. Just vanished. And yeah, she came to my house last time I saw her with one individual, and never seen or heard from again. And it would take hours. You know what I mean? And like I said before, I'm going to be careful what I say because as far as the investigation goes, it's difficult for me because I don't want to hinder anything. And I really don't know
Right.
what the police have or don't have or are doing because they're not going to tell me. At the same time, at 8 months later, when nothing is, happened, it makes me think I have to keep her story going. I have to put a little more out there. You know what I mean? To try to get somebody to come forward. And so, yeah, she disappeared. There was a lot of conflicting stories. There's two people that, I wasn't in her daily life around this group of people she was hanging around with. I didn't know. Like the guy that she showed up with at my house, I never seen or heard about him before. She had a boyfriend she was living with a couple of years. I've told you that. And as far as I knew, they were still together because I had texts from that phone all the way up to the 19th. She disappeared on the 21st. Well, when I say disappeared, last time I saw her was on the 21st. And that seems to be about the date that everybody said. And so a lot of the stories and rumors, and a lot of, if you ask me, deflection that was going on from the beginning. It was a lot of deflection that started. The sources was from the same group of people. So it was hard to make heads or tails of what was true or not true. And now we're just down to, basically nothing, because I don't have anything to pinpoint where to look for her.
Right.
But it doesn't add up. Nothing adds up in
Okay.
my mind.
When she first, right, when she first disappeared, what did she tell you? I mean, when you first saw her, where was she going? What did she tell you?
She was in and out so fast, and I wish I could kill myself because I wish I'd asked more questions. She just came in. She said, stood in there, talked for a second. She said, "Good news, Mom. I got my car running. I just need gas money, and I'll bring it back and I'll show you it's running." Well, she didn't live with me, so when I didn't see her for a few days at a time, I never. That's typical. Sometimes she'd go 2-3 weeks, I wouldn't see her. You know what I mean?
Right.
And everybody's busy, and so I didn't think about it. I'm gonna say 5-6 days later, I started calling, texting. I got nothing.
Mm.
Drove around a little bit, didn't see anybody, and finally the boyfriend got back to me on the second, and he told me he had not seen her. His exact words were, "I've seen her one time in 1 month." I know that's not true. You know, like I said, just from the text messages. So nothing, that's
Mm.
what I'm saying. Nothing adds up. So I'm not accusing anybody because police have never made a public statement. There's nobody in
Right.
custody for this. So I'm not accusing anybody, but my basic facts when I say something is that these are the last two known individuals she was around, and that's all I know. And then she was gone. So, anyways, like I said,
And she,
car disappeared. I told you about that. We know what happened with that. I'm not going to put all that out here right now. Car was sold by somebody a week
okay.
after I reported her missing, and I tracked that down myself. And in my opinion, I'm going to tell everybody the day that car was sold is the day I knew she wasn't coming back. Because if anybody knew my daughter, you would not sell her car if you thought she was coming back. That's my opinion. No matter what.
Wow.
That's when I took it serious. At first, I thought there was a lot of
When
rumors.
you,
People, go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
When you went to the authorities, right? What are they helping you with? Where are they at right now? If you can
I
say,
don't
if
know.
you know.
That's what I'm saying. I honestly don't know. And this is why when I was listening to you, I will agree that, everybody I've talked to, and by the way, I want to mention there's 6 missing people that I know of in this small valley right now that have never been found. 3 of them very recent, including my daughter. And that's just that I know of. And anyways, in the beginning, yeah, I feel it's not that they didn't take it serious or weren't concerned. I just feel like maybe they're so short-handed. I know California regulations are horrible. The resources, they did do some searching and followed up on some leads in the beginning, but I wasn't happy with the fact that I was told almost from the beginning that it's going to take someone to come forward. And then I was told that later again, and it just makes you feel like, well, are you going to look? Or are you going to investigate? I don't know, though. I can't honestly say I know what they have done. I know they're not going to tell me because I could ruin everything. But I could see when you said that a lot of the people, the parents and the families you've talked to from missing people, it seems to be everybody's got that same feeling. You know what I mean? Like there's just not
Yeah.
enough being done.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if it's because
Right.
it's not a priority, they don't have the resources, or it's just something we don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know 8 months
Wow.
later, I have nothing. I have nothing.
Nothing. Right. And it shouldn't be like that because I feel like, if someone's child is missing, um, the first person, if my child is missing, the first person I'm going to go to is the authority. I'm going to go to the police. Who else am I going to go to? You know what I mean? And it feels like, if I can't get help from the authority, then that's a problem.
And what the time and
You
the thing
know?
is too, at first I kept my mouth very tight-lipped because I was so worried that I would ruin something. And now, I'm probably opening up a little too much, maybe. But that's how I feel. If I don't plead to the public's help for somebody to please come forward, and this is why I say, the 2
Right.
people that I have put their picture, I haven't mentioned no names, I'm not accusing, but I said anybody who knows knows. I don't even have to say their names. And from the room, this is what I'm talking about, the rumors. The rumors were so disgusting.
Can you talk
The things
about the
I've heard.
rumors? What was some of the rumors?
I've heard she's been decapitated, buried in the
Yeah.
sand, thrown off a cliff, uh, burned up in the fires we had. I've heard she's been in the trash. I mean, everything, every mother's worst nightmare. Imagine having to relive this. And when I talk about it, I get very upset because imagine it's bad
Right.
enough you don't know what
Okay.
happened and you couldn't be with your child when they died. And, you know, people say, well, how do you know she died? Okay, I don't 100%. And I do like to keep a glimmer of hope that something, you know, comes happen. She comes walking up, and I would love that. And I pray for that every day. It's just my gut feeling at this time. I don't think that's going to happen. So when you have no answers and you can't put it to rest, it's impossible to move forward. There's no moving forward from this. There isn't.
Wow. Uh, Danielle from California, is she part Native American?
Danielle, my daughter?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no,
No.
my
No.
daughter.
No. No. She's not. We when I have first talked to you, and I'm like I said, I'm really sorry. You're going through this. What I want to say about me, about the girls that I work, the girls that help me, I put it out. I put I put the stories out, and I put the pictures out. But one thing about us, we do stuff behind the scene. We'll make phone calls. We'll go deeper than deep for you. We're here to ride with you. You know what I mean? And there was two ladies that I had said that one has her own organization, right? Remember I told you, which was Wendy. And then I said Sharon Nation does documentaries, and she also does crime, and she's really good at everything she touch. So those are
Mm-hmm.
the two ladies that I have helping. I would like to bring them up. Is that okay with you?
Of course. Yes,
Okay.
of course. I'm a guest on your
Um,
show.
to get to meet them, who's working with me, and you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So can you ladies come up, please? Can you hit the link? Uh, let me put the link again. Even though the link down here, I don't know. Hold on. I don't know why I'm screaming. I feel like I talk so loud. I say
I'm
all
having a
says,
hard
why do
time
you talk
hearing
so
you too.
loud?
Cutting in and out for me, so I'm probably doing the same thing.
Oh. uh, they're very invested, and they want to find your daughter. We want to find your daughter. We want you to get justice. We want you to find your daughter. We want her home. She has two kids.
I was just gonna say that. You know, it's
Ladies,
not
can you please come up? She has two. Right. Go ahead.
on me. That's what I was just gonna say. Is, you know, it's not just us. She has two children. You know, that have to live with this, and it's just disgusting to me. I don't know what's going on with humanity anymore, and because there's so much of this. You know, since this has happened, I see it on a daily basis. So much of this going on everywhere. I don't understand it. I just don't. It's like there's
Yeah.
nothing anymore.
I just
And I can't make heads or tails of it. You know,
yeah.
I've heard the
And it's
active
sad.
if she OD'd, you know, maybe that happened. There's a fentanyl crisis. I get that. I know innocent people that think they're taking a Tylenol or OD'd. I'm not saying that couldn't happen, but why go to this extent? You know what I mean? This is over the top. Okay. And then if that's, you know, didn't have what did happen. And my biggest fear is, like I said, she had high blood pressure. I worry she might have had a heart attack, and whoever she was around, they just panicked and thought, oh, we better just, you know, who knows? I don't know. Or did something even worse than that happen? I don't know.
Right.
And I probably never will know. I just want to put her to rest. That's all I want to do.
Do you feel like once you tell the cops about her addiction, that's when they stop? everything,
I didn't feel that way.
and
I'm
they
going to
don't put
say,
the effort forward.
I don't know. I when this first started, there's another person in town. I sent you their name the other day. I'm not going to mention it. Went through the same exact thing here with kind of the same group of people, same circle of people about 3 years ago. And that she exactly told me that. I've been told that by many, many people that if there's a history of drugs or homeless people, it's just not a priority to them. You know what I mean? But I'm not here to bad about the police at all. I've always been very pro police. So I don't want to put that out there, but I don't know if it's just that is a part of it or if it's just, like I said,
Mhm.
they're overwhelmed. I don't know. It just does not seem to be a priority. I could be wrong. I don't know. I just think with all the missing people, and especially in a village, there ought to be a task force that just works with this a little bit. I know in the beginning there were things I'm not happy with that I'm not going to discuss now because now's not the time. My goal right now is to bring Danielle home. I'll deal with the other things later. But yeah, there were some things I don't weren't done that I think should have been. But then again, I'm not police, so I don't know.
Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate that, Danielle, because I see a lot of times that um and I just had another parent uh that I got close with that her son was just found deceased. And it's like they'd had dropped the ball with her big time. They didn't help her. I mean, they really messed up that case.
Did you just put
And
this on
once you
Facebook today?
tell, huh?
I,
Yeah,
I think I
it's
just
on
saw
there.
you comment on that. Yes, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
I was just talking to her for 2 hours on the phone before the live. I was talking to her for 2 hours, and once you tell them certain certain things that go on with your child is like, they don't put the effort no more. You know. Oh, they're a runaway. They're out there probably using somewhere, or this because they was in a psych hospital. They got issues. They're probably hanging out with their friends, or it's always something. They're once they're dead. Oh, they committed suicide.
And
They hung themselves.
I've even gotten remarks from people like, "Why didn't you do a better job?" I got to tell you something. With the laws the way they are, because I have tried everything in the last 12 years to get her help, and there was a time 8, 10 years ago I was worried she'd OD or something really bad would happen to her. It is impossible to get somebody help in this state unless they ask for it themselves. I can tell you that. And if you were out here and you've seen all the we have such a high mentally ill homeless population here. And if you were out here and you've seen all the we have such a high mentally ill homeless population here.
Wow, I
Because you
know you
can't get
said
help.
that
It's
before. We
impossible.
have Wendy, and it has to change. It must. We have Sharon Nation and have Wendy here, and these are the two that are helping me with this. I want to let them speak. Hey, ladies.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, you ladies are
So I think there is a lag in the audio. So I think what I'm gonna do is before I speak, I'll wait about 5 seconds because it's a little
I
bit of a
can hear
lag.
you good.
Yeah, but it's a delay from when I can hear you.
Mm.
Um,
So I'm gonna
so
mute,
just so
and
okay,
I'm
so just
gonna
so I
let
don't
one of you
talk
speak.
over you. Okay,
I'm gonna.
okay. So first of all, thank you so much, Billy, for
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna.
I've lost it.
okay, are we good?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I think Jasmine might be frozen. I hope not. Okay. I just want to say thank you, Billy, for coming on here and sharing your
I'm frozen.
story. Um, I know this is not an easy thing to do, and um, for us, it's there's a level of us having to um, do the research or whatever, and be able to. So, you know, I guess it's the part about that we deal with is that it's research and we're dirty work or whatever, the grinding and all that stuff behind the scenes. But it doesn't make it easy to sit here and hear you, and knowing that you're looking for your daughter. I really do. I feel for I can't imagine what it's like. Um, but I do want to say that I want you to keep hope, because I did hear you say, like, I understand that you said that you wanted to just be able to give her some type of memorial, something, and that it's not about justice or whatever. But trust me, we're praying as well.
A little bit, it's justice. I do want to put her to rest. I don't expect to get a real answer as to what happened anymore. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I just want to put her to rest properly. It's not,
Yeah,
nobody deserves this.
nobody. I agree. Nobody deserves this. Um, I do want to let you know that, or I wanted to ask you, has she ever left before? Like, say, has this ever happened before where she has?
Not where I didn't know where she was. And this is, the other thing. It's like, she didn't live with me, for years. And she had another boyfriend before this one. She was with a couple, 3 years, and then this guy. But, but I've always been able to, she always keep in touch. She's never gone this long without ever, a couple weeks without ever getting in touch. Now, like I said, her phone had broke, and I'm not going to go into detail what she told me about that, but they had a shared phone, and it was her voice is on the voice recording. So it was like, I had so many messages from that phone. This guy's huge, big old 6'4" guy. I didn't worry about her out there because I knew about the guy. I'm not going to say anything about him, but I didn't feel she was in any danger with him. So I really wasn't worried about her, but I have a lot of guilt because if she wasn't with him, that she did not have a phone on her, and I should have made sure she had a phone.
So she didn't have a phone. Oh, wow.
Not with her at the time, no. That I know of, no.
Okay, because that was my second question. I was going to ask you if, like, you got a phone ping location, but you couldn't because she didn't have any.
Yep.
Okay.
So, because the phone is with him.
Okay. All right. Her phone is with the guy.
Yes.
Okay. Was it, so there was no reason, are you sure there was no reason to ping it?
I don't know what the police have done or not done. I don't even know.
Okay. I gotcha. Also, I saw that she used to go, like, the Saboba reservation or whatever. So she played an instrument, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did she have, like, specific friends that she used to go play with? In the
That's
band?
what I was told. The guy that she showed up at my house with, I was told that she played guitar with him, that he was teaching her to play guitar. So that is something I didn't know anything about this guy before, but that's what I was told. Yes. And that I guess Chad was playing with him too, or the boyfriend.
Playing guitar. Okay. All right. I gotcha. I did a little bit of research just to try to find out, like, what all about the reservation, how long it's been around, what it's like. It's pretty general information out there about it and things like that. But I saw, or I think I was told that in order to get on the reservation, you have to, like, sign in, sign out type of thing. You can't just go, right?
No, there's no way. And one of the people there had ties there. They weren't part of the reservation themselves, as far as I know. But it's kind of a scary thing here. You know what I mean? It's you go up here, you're told you don't go on the reservation because the reservation, they have their own bylaws.
Right.
They don't have to answer like we do. I mean, I'm not saying that the cops can't go out there and do things, but it's kind of like they have to have evidence and warrants. It's not an easy thing to just go out there and search, like if they could come to your door. I know that. And it's a little scary. It's not something I want to go into too much right now because I try to stay away from that. But yes, some of the rumors are that she's there, and I actually have no way of confirming them.
What part of you thinks that maybe the police may have some reservation about going as well because of the rumor that it's not safe?
They can't. It's not that. They can't, they have to have warrants. I know they could go out there probably if they, I know that they have, okay, I can't say I know anything. From my research, I've seen that they are allowed to go out there to do whatever they have to do, but I know if it was to search or anything, they have to have warrants. And I know in my research, I read there was an incident a couple of years ago that they did find somebody deceased out there, and there was a lawsuit because of something in the warrant that wasn't correct. So when they tell me they need facts to do anything with that, I can understand why. At the same time, when I'm hearing these rumors over and over and over again, how do I get them ruled out? You know?
Correct. I think I would feel the same way. Like, how do you dispel
It's
the
almost,
rumors if you can't get any information?
you're stuck in a rock and a hard place. It's unless that's the biggest thing. That's why I keep putting out there. Somebody somewhere, I'm hoping one day will see it and not have seen it before, and then, or just decide, you know what, I've had enough of this. I'm going to tell them what I know. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Forgive me if you already answered this question, but what was the consensus with the boyfriend? Has he gotten with you to try to help look for her?
No.
What's his thing? Why? And if not, why not?
I don't know. That's a good question. No, he like I said, I had no knowledge that they were broke up. She never said. I saw her quite a few times that month. She, in my opinion, would have definitely told me that when she disappeared, and I had a little trouble even getting him to answer me in the beginning. He said they had been broken up for a month. And then, yes, no help at all. The only time he's contacted me and all this, he's never reached out to help search. He's the one that would have known the places she would have went to, the people. He flat out refused help in the beginning. And he reached out to me just recently to threaten to sue me because he said I'm spreading, bad things about him. And I told him anything I've said are just basic facts. Last known people with, not accusing you, just last known people with. That's true. And the couple other things I put out there, I have proof of. So
Gotcha. Okay, I understand.
And that's the only time. And I exactly said that back to him. You can reach out to threaten to sue me, but you can't reach out to try to help me find my daughter. Makes no sense.
Has there been an official search for her?
I'm sorry?
Has there been an official,
I know that.
For her?
Okay, I have no search logs. I haven't seen proof of searches, but I know of 2 places the police did say they searched based on information given to them. So it's like they told me, it's like, and this is what, I don't know how to describe it. The area is so vast. It's impossible for them to go out and search every single mountain and hill around me. Yeah. I never realized how easy it is, and probably why we have so many missing people in this valley is because of the vastness of it. But there hasn't been any public statements put out that I know of. I know they put a flyer out once and a reel out once. That's all I've seen.
Okay.
And I don't even know if I should have put that out there, but I don't think there's nothing wrong with that because, yeah, as far as I know, they've done 2 searches based on information, but nothing's come of it that I know of.
I'm just trying to think if perhaps, because are they willing to tell you those specific locations that they thought she may have been, that they said they searched, so that you can go try yourself or get a search team together to go?
I do have 2 of the locations, and but how can I say this? I have 2 of the locations, but let's just say when I asked for more information about them, I got no response, or it was I can't give that information. So I don't know why. It's like I said, it may be something they know. I don't know.
Okay. Make This Go Viral just said, she asked a question. She says, so the boyfriend brought her daughter to her house. Did he come inside?
It wasn't the boyfriend that brought her. It was this other guy that I've never met before. And I didn't even meet him that day. She just came in and she said, I said, who's that? And she said, that's my friend, so and so. And that was it. And I never heard anything about this guy. I sure did afterwards. So no, it wasn't the boyfriend that was with her, but she was with the boy. This is on the 21st. And I know she was with the boyfriend on the 19th because that's the last text message I got from her on that phone. So it wasn't that he hadn't seen her for a month.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. I got it.
That's why I said I'm not accusing because I don't know. I don't know anything, but nothing adds up. Somebody's lying somewhere. I don't know who, what, when, where, or why.
Okay. And what about other family members? Have they been able to help, like other?
I have very little help here. I only have me and my son and my daughter, and that's it. We have no other family here. And the weather, we did start doing some searches of our own in the beginning, trying to, get things together. But the weather's been so bad. The weather is just now clearing up where I want to start doing that again. And that's another reason I want to put this out to the public, because I know people are going to start getting out and about. And a lot of people do a lot of hiking and things of that sort out here. So I'm hoping people will keep their eyes out and their ears out, and just in case, you never know.
I hope so too. I do. I think we lost Jasmine and Wendy. I'll give them a second. I think the internet might be kind of going in and out.
But that's my next thing. I'm going to try to public, I don't want to put it too much out public because, people have told me that they might move her or something. I don't know, but I'm going to try to get a couple of big searches here within the next couple of months of 2 areas of interest for me. After that, I really don't know what more I could do on my own. I'm 60 years old. I can't be climbing mountains. I don't know.
Right. So, and it's hot out there, and it's just, you want to be safe when you do an organized search too. So I definitely understand that.
And it's, and that's another thing people have said, that's the other thing that's so impossible about. It's not just my situation. It's a whole bunch of people's. You actually don't know where they were disposed of, It could be not even there. We just don't know.
Right. Okay. So I don't want to get too deep into this because I know that you said you didn't want to put too much out there.
I have no, it's just basic facts. That's all I can say. And like I said, that's the last 2 people seen with her. This one guy, the boyfriend, and her car was sold. And and somebody had her EBT card afterwards too, and they used it 3 weeks after I reported her missing. Which is odd, because if she would have packed up and left like I was told, she would have taken that with her.
Did they, do you have surveillance of that?
Police do.
The police do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Are they willing to let you see it so that
No.
See if you recognize the person?
They won't give me anything. They won't. I've asked a couple things before. And so, I understand why they have to keep me out of this. I'm sure probably talking right now, I'm probably going to get in trouble. You know what I mean? Because I could hinder something. I get that. But and here we go with California laws again. I don't think that was a big thing to them, because the laws are so lax here. It's just practically a slap on the hand and you're on your way.
Oh, wow. So no one's giving you a gag order, right? Like,
not yet. I probably get one now. I don't know. No,
I don't think you have said anything that's gonna you haven't said anything that accuses anyone of anything. And I'm
not accusing anybody. Just
the only thing you've said are and that's just the most, that's what most people do, is like they just put out, hey, who was this person last seen with? And no one can fault you for that. You're looking for your daughter.
In my opinion, these last 2 people should come forward and speak a lot more if they want to, help out. That's the other thing. Not just one guy. Neither one of them have offered one tiny bit of help. And these are people that my daughter surrounded herself with. And that's even more heartbreaking to think that, people she trusted. And I can't even get two bits of help with him. The boyfriend I said she lived with for 2 years, it wasn't just 2 years. She was on and off with this guy since they were 10 years at least, if not more. So it's not somebody she just met.
Right.
It's pretty
Hey, so,
heartbreaking.
I'm sorry, did you say she's got kids with the boyfriend?
No, she has 2 children, not with the boyfriend.
Okay.
But she's been on and off with this guy for 10 years. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I gotcha. All right. I don't want to take up too much of the time. Wendy or Jasmine, did you have any questions you wanted to ask? Or I, I think the Wi-Fi is kind of shifting right now, so I'll give it a second.
I'll be right back. I have to step away real quick.
Oh, okay, no problem. So, other than that, what is it that you would like to happen as far as the community involvement and what we can do to help?
Okay.
Or anybody also about that.
Well, like I said, I really, it gets, like I said, I'm 60 years old, and all I could really do myself is to keep posting, hoping somebody will come forward. And it was growing very weary. You know what I mean? People, they have to be very concerned at first, but it's understandable. They go on with their own lives. It doesn't affect them, too much themselves. And so they get weary of it. And so it's hard to keep her story out there. And if I just let the story go cold and people stop talking about it, I feel like I'm never going to find her. So I really appreciate that, Jasmine offered to help get it. I'm more on like Instagram and TikTok and all that, because I don't do any of that. And to keep her story out there. So hopefully, like I said, the public will help and keep their eyes open more. Let's just keep our eye open while we're here or there. Maybe
Right.
even the reservation. I don't know anything about that place. And like I said, just more awareness. And like I said, it's not just my daughter. There was another young man went missing a month after my daughter. As far as I know, he hasn't been found. And then the one 3 years prior from the same circle of people. I mean, and hopefully somebody get a conscience and say, I'm tired of this. I'm going to go talk to somebody. That's all I can pray for. I pray every day about this, hoping we get some sort of an answer.
And Miss V had made a great point. That's the make this go viral in the comments. It says you have it's your right to fight your daughter and your grandkids, and I 100% agree. It's your right to fight. So as long as you know that you're not accusing anyone of anything, and you are not saying or asking anything any parent wouldn't ask. If it were me, I would be like, she dang straight, you better answer my questions. If you were the last one staying with my daughter. And you know what? You're not the only one wondering that. Everybody is going to want to know. Like, it's not just you. You're not picking on this person. Anyone who knows, I mean, that's just common protocol for missing persons, is that the person who seen with that one that's missing is going to be the one that has to answer, hey, where were you? What was this person like? What was going on at the time? You hold some accountability, whether you are implemented in something or not. You hold some accountability because you were the last person to be seen with this person. And I don't think there's anything wrong with you asking questions that everyone needs and wants to know about it, because that's how you find, missing persons.
I agree. That's, I'm sorry to interrupt. One of the things I want to say real quick is and like without going into the investigation, that's something I'm not happy with, because I don't think the people that she was involved with and, were questioned that much in the beginning. And then the stories that they give them one story, and I get they have no evidence to go on anything else other than that story. But I mean, it's a ridiculous story. I'm not going to say what it is here. And that's it.
Right. It is
like
a ridiculous story.
I didn't know how easy it was to get away with stuff like this. Now, I kind of do.
Yeah. You know what? I'm very shocked that they would even believe that story and let it go by like that, because it was a ridiculous story. And she's, I'm not going to say what it is either, because it was, but you're right, for them to
like
even,
yeah, I don't want to hinder them in any way.
It's crazy.
But yeah, it makes no sense.
It doesn't at all. Where's Wendy? Are you still with us? Oh, she stepped away still? She still stepped away. Okay. Wow. Um, I wanted to ask, and I don't know if I'm gonna ask, the person that was last seen with her, right? And we're not accusing anybody, allegedly, right? Allegedly. The person that was last seen with her, uh, they was is he incarcerated? Does he have a history?
I don't know if I should put that out there. I believe he has
Okay.
a history. I've been told he has a history. Yes.
He has a history.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Because I'm trying to see like how was their friendship? How was their bond?
I don't
Because
know. That's,
I know you don't know nothing about him, right?
this is new
You know
to
what I
me.
mean? Yeah. He was new
What I
to
was
you.
told was about the music that he was teaching to play guitar and that they were playing together. I was actually told that they all okay, somebody told me Danielle and the boyfriend came back to their house and said they just played a gig on the res. Well, the only person they would have went to go play that gig with would have been this other guy.
Right.
And so apparently there was something like that going on.
Okay. All
That's
right.
all I know.
Yeah. Wow. It's very, I I'm just I'm gonna be honest with you. After what I heard yesterday and today with another parent, I was already disgusted with authorities. I'm just now more disgusted, and that's my opinion. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Um,
I just don't think, like I said, I'm not going to bash the police. It's not, or anything like that.
no,
It's just,
no, I said no.
don't
That's why I said
think,
that's my opinion.
I don't think they have, maybe it's a little bit of what you said before, yes, but I don't think they have the resources for it out. I think they need more. Like I said, there should be a task force or some special department that just focuses on this, is what I feel. Because that's the other thing I was told in the very beginning is how shorthanded they were all the time. They're so shorthanded. Well, that doesn't help me. It's like I'm only worried about me.
I have two
I want
questions.
to
Oh, sorry.
go ahead because I want to play this news clip. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I just had two questions. I wanted to know about the boyfriend. I was because I had to look through my notes real quick. Was that true, or have you heard that he would go on the reservation with this guy?
I was told he moved out there with him.
He moved out there with him. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And that was after my daughter was already after I'd filed a missing persons report already.
Okay. And then the next one was, was the boyfriend, is it true that the boyfriend sold her vehicle?
Sold it?
Or sell it? And
Yes,
why?
yes.
Wow.
Apparently, that's not anything that was a crime either here in this state. They didn't seem to worry about that too much, and to me, that was huge.
That's very huge.
Yeah.
Because she was trying to get her vehicle, right? When she said she came to you.
This is the thing. Let me say, this is interesting to me because see, I had just offered to help her fix this car. She had just showed me where the car was. And so the person that sold the car, they didn't know I knew where this car was. And I happened to drive by and see that the car was gone. I happened to do my own investigation. Right. I happened to find out what happened to the car. Otherwise, they never would have known, they didn't think I knew anything about it. You know what I'm saying? And apparently out here it's okay to do that because there's these signs posted on all these corners saying cash for vehicles, no title needed. So I don't know what the bylaws are with that. I don't know how they get around it, but apparently they do.
Wow. I want to play this news clip, guys, because I'm going to ask a question after I play this news clip. D says, are there any other organizations you may be able to go to and ask for help?
There's not any resources in Southern California that I can find that would help with search. Not one. I found one that only deals with hikers. So far, I have not been able to find anything else in this area.
All right, I want to play this news clip. And this is the only news clip on the internet. The only news clip.
6 months, a Riverside County mother of 2 has been missing. Her family believes she is the victim of foul play. Hoping for answers. Tony Shin is live right now in Hemet, where he spoke to the woman's mother today.
Yeah, Colleen and Karen can't imagine what this has been going months, not knowing where her daughter is. That's why she and other family members have been putting up flyers like this one all over the city of Hemet, hoping to find Danielle Rico alive, but her mother believes something bad happened to her, and someone is keeping it a secret.
She's my firstborn. She was my easiest and best kid.
Billy Rico wants the public to know about her daughter, Danielle.
She had the biggest smile on her face. It didn't matter what was going on. She was always happy. She'd make you laugh for hours. She was hilarious.
But this 39-year-old mother of 2 teenage daughters has been missing since August 21st, when she left her home in the Valley Vista community of East Hemet. Billy says she went to pick up her car, which was being repaired.
She said she was going to go get her car and she'd be right back.
That was the last time Billy saw her daughter.
I don't know how to describe how hard it is to live like this. The not knowing. I know how to grieve. You can't grieve this. You go to bed panicked, you wake up panicked, you sleep panicked.
Billy says Riverside County Sheriff's homicide detectives are now investigating Danielle's disappearance, and her daughter did have issues with drugs. Billy believes Danielle is not alive, and someone knows what happened to her, but won't tell investigators the truth.
She's not going to walk away and disappear. She'll take care of her, and she's not going to disappear on her children. And when her daughter's birthday, October, came and went, that's enough.
One is that
Billy, do you need a break?
No, I got a little, yeah, it's hard to watch. I'm fine.
I could tell. Okay.
That's why she and other family of East Hemet.
Right.
She's my firstborn. She was my easiest and best kid.
Billy Rico wants the public to know about her daughter, Danielle.
She had the biggest smile on her face. It didn't matter what was going on. She was always happy. She could make you laugh for hours. She was hilarious.
But this 39-year-old mother of 2 teenage daughters spent August 21st to her home in the Valley Vista community of East Hemet. Billy says she went to pick up her car, which was being repaired.
She said she was going to go get her car and she'd be right back.
That was the last time Billy saw her daughter.
I don't know how to describe how hard it is to live like this. The not knowing. I know how to grieve. You can't grieve this. You go to bed panicked, you wake up panicked, you sleep panicked.
Billy says Riverside County Sheriff's homicide detectives are now investigating Danielle's disappearance, and her daughter did have issues with drugs. Billy believes Danielle is not alive, and someone knows what happened to her, but won't tell investigators the truth.
She's not going to walk away and disappear. She had nobody take care of her, and she's not going to disappear on her children. And when her daughter's birthday, October, came, and that's another thing that we knew. You know, she's not going to not call on her birthday.
Since August, Billy has been putting flyers all over Hemet, hoping someone who knows something will come forward with information about Danielle and give her family a chance to say goodbye to her daughter.
And at this point, I don't even expect this. We just want to bring her home. She has children that need closure, and we need to bring her home and give her a proper memorial, proper burial, and put her to rest.
Once again, Billy is just pleading for some answers. If you have any information about this case, please call the County Sheriff's Department. Reporting live at Hemet, I'm Tony Shin, NBC4 News.
That was the only report on this beautiful young lady.
I will
that I
say
seen.
we have a local guy, Eddie George, who does the local news. He did do a clip with me before this, and he's the one that actually got me in touch with this Tony Shin that did the Channel 4. So I want to give him
Right.
credit for that.
Right. That was very nice of him. My thing is, it should have been they should have had your daughter on more news clip than you know what I mean?
We tried. We've all reached out. Me and the even my sister Becky's been reaching out. We haven't been able to get any other coverage for months. We tried only
Wow.
because Eddie, yeah, he got us that coverage. Yeah, and Tony Shin was very nice. He reached out and he's very helpful.
Good. Good.
Yeah. I want to point out
Yeah.
something. If I have just one more second, is in the video.
Yeah.
And something people say, well, why do you think it's suspicious? Somebody, when they mentioned the posters, I know one person that was actually going around town taking down her posters and telling people that work at storefronts that she's been found, she's fine. She called her mom. So that's suspicious in itself. So,
And was she questioned?
no,
See? That's a problem. That's a
not that
problem.
I know of. No,
Right. Wendy is back. You back, Wendy? Oh, you need the
Yes,
link?
ma'am. No, I'm good.
Oh, okay, you back. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to go outside
All right, go
because I
ahead.
had some dogs being dropped off. So, and it's raining and it's a big mess. So,
Oh,
so I had to go do
okay.
that. Ooh, but so I missed part of the live, and then I got a dog crying. You know how it's at my house? Dogs are always crying, like I'm torturing them.
So this is this is Wendy, and she has the Voice for Vanish foundation, right? Foundation,
Yes.
right? She's
Well,
the one that you can
we do
go
Voices
ahead.
for Vanished, and then I'm also with First Priority. So we're kind of spread all over, as far as what I do. Um, you know, and I was telling Billy the other night, the search and rest or the search and recovery organizations and some of the other people that are in the group, I'm sure either have ties to some or, have worked with some. But, what we do is we go research the disappearance. So we speak to everybody that we can speak to, whether they tell us, lies, BS, whatever. And then once we get stuff that we know as fact, we go to the detective with it. What they do with it is on them, but we kind of do the research and the footwork where they're either they can't do it or they're not necessarily doing. We can do a little bit more than what they can because they have to do it a certain way. We don't necessarily have to follow the same rules that they do. So that opens up a little bit more for us versus them. That's why when I was talking to you, I was like, give me names, dates, whatever, and we'll look into it. Speak to the people. All they can do is tell us, hey, I'm not talking to you.
yeah,
Just like they would do you. But the difference is some of them will not speak to law enforcement because they don't want to implicate themselves. Some of them are not going to tell you anything because you're involved with the whole thing. With the outside person coming in, some of them will tell us things. Now, will they tell us the truth? Who knows? But they will open up a little bit more than what they would speaking to either law enforcement or family. That's the difference there. And it's not every time, but a lot of times it happens that way. So, we're here to help you. We're not here to hinder anything with the investigation. If there was something that we knew that we thought potentially would cause issues, we would not speak on that.
yes,
So, we've done this a little bit, so we kind of know what we can speak on and what we can't. Because like I said, we definitely do not want to hurt the investigation because we want justice for the family, or we want to bring the person home, whatever the case may be, depending on what their disappearance involved. Because some of them are just out there having, they don't want to be found, or they don't want. I've had a case where the person left and did not want the family to know. We knew, law enforcement knew, and cleared the case, but the family didn't. She didn't want the family to know anything. So there are cases like that too, where they just want to disappear because of whatever is going on in that situation.
That's one of the first things I was told, was some people just want to disappear. I knew that's not the case.
Which a lot of times they do say that.
Yeah.
Now, I don't understand, like, who told you, that you can't speak on things, because there are some things. Now, you can't go around accusing people of like murder or kidnapping. You can't do that without facts.
Right.
I mean, you just can't, because that's, that can get you in trouble. But, you speaking on certain things, I don't understand why they would tell you, no, you can't say anything because it's going to do this. That's not true.
Law enforcement didn't tell me that themselves. I've been told that by other people. And that's why I said, until I talk to a legal expert, I just want to be very careful what I say and don't say. But I don't believe I've said anything wrong so far either. What I've said is just last
I don't think you've said enough.
And I want everybody that knows those people,
Right.
that know them, hopefully somebody will speak up. That's all.
Like I said, I don't think you've said enough. And I don't know who's telling you not to speak on certain things.
Because I don't want to interfere with the case. You know what I mean? I don't know. I honestly couldn't say what the police have or don't have. And I'm afraid I might slip and put something out there that can hinder something they got going on. That's kind of what I'm afraid of. But I don't know.
I understand what you're saying, but I also understand the flip side of that, without you speaking on anything, not telling the correct people, not just going on Facebook and spewing it to everybody, but not telling the correct people that can help you. Information kind of hinders what they could find or we could find to potentially give to law enforcement, where they're like, oh crap, we didn't look at that, or we didn't think about that. Right. So we're here to work with you hand in hand. You, along with any other family that comes to us, we would potentially do the same thing for, for all of y'all, not that we're doing more for one or, none of that stuff. But there's things too. And I'll, if you want, we can talk, after this or whatever. But, like I said, there's things too that we can say that you're not saying.
Right. No, I get that.
It's not coming from you. So they can't do anything to you because you didn't say anything. They don't know where we got information from.
Yeah. No, you're right. And I'll speak with you more about that later on.
Yeah, that's fine. But, I just wanted to tell you that. And, anybody else that was listening that needed help, that's what we do. And Shiro and Jasmine both have stepped up to help where others won't or don't, whatever. I know Voices for Vanished, we just started that organization and it's still growing. We have a lot of resources too with that, but we're trying to grow it bigger too. We want to help more people because there's way too many people missing. And this is ridiculous.
No, I agree. Way too many people. And like I said, just for this small valley, we got a whole bunch. But ladies,
I know.
my battery's about ready to go. And so I think I'm going to have to bail out for a little bit, or bail out for now. But I want to tell all of you, I really appreciate your help. I appreciate you helping keep it aware and everything you do. Okay, ladies?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Talking to you later, all right? Bye.
Can I just ask, Billy, let me ask you one question before you go. You go. Have you tried checking shelters and recovery houses?
Yes. We did all that in the beginning. Yes.
The shelters.
Can you put flyers up there and stuff?
I did in the very beginning, the ones here in town, and we've checked. I know the police have checked. That's one thing I know the police did do in the very beginning. They even went to the next town over and were looking. So that was looked at.
Okay.
I hope that, wouldn't that be lovely? I would hope to God that's the case. I don't think so, but yes, we have been checking.
And I do know for a fact if she was in a shelter or a rehab or something to that effect, they will not release that to anybody but law enforcement. So she could be, if
Yeah,
she was
exactly.
here,
I know that.
none of
I
us
know
would
that.
know
Yeah.
because HIPAA law prevents them
HIPAA law.
from doing that.
Yeah.
Right.
So unless
that's
you
one
had
thing I didn't
medical,
know they did.
right, unless you had medical power of attorney over that, and it would specifically have to say medical and mental, there's no way you would know.
Yeah,
I just went through this.
I believe you.
So, with that being said, and I kind of get it, but then I don't, because they could at least confirm, hey, they're okay. That's all I can tell. But they're not going to do it.
Okay, I'm afraid I'm
Yeah.
going to lose it. I don't want to just leave without saying goodbye. So again, thank you,
Okay.
ladies.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Billy. I will call you.
Okay,
I'll call
bye-bye.
you. All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye, baby. Thank you.
Thank you. How do I? That's it.
Well, thank you.
You may have to boot her out, or unless her phone dies, because she might not know how to click out.
I'm trying. Yeah, I can't click out.
Yeah, let me help her.
She's like,
I'll
I'm
help you.
stuck.
No, I got her. All right, there you go. Hold on. All right, she got. Did I do it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wow.
Ooh.
We tried to answer that question about the shelter and recovery. That was Dee's question. Can you put flyers? That was Dee's question. I did answer that for you, Dee. Let me just go back up. We tried to answer everyone's question. Did she call did she call the Nation Center for Missing Persons? Are there any other organizations? We did answer that. Put flyers up everywhere you can. Yeah. I'm going to be going on here in a few and doing some shorts for her and some other stuff that I have to do tonight. I want to say thank you, Sharon Nation, and thank you, Wendy, for joining and being a part of this. I truly, truly appreciate it. Do you have anything else you ladies want to say?
I do. Sorry about that. I'm multitasking, but I wanted to make sure I said thank you for having me on your channel.
Of course.
But I also want to say to everyone else, when the work that we do as far as outreach and stuff, when it comes to us putting out the videos, like when we make content about missing persons, it's only so much that we can do. So we're trying to do our best to make sure that we get accurate information, that we put out facts, and that if anything is hearsay, but if we feel like it needs to be said, we always say that, this is, alleged, it's not factual information. But we need to know, for a missing person, for example, if someone's missing and the last known person they were with, that is important information. And especially if that person is not talking to me, that's a red flag. It's not, we're not protecting those individuals. They should understand. And anyone who doesn't understand is suspect, in my opinion, and should be further questioned, because you have the information potentially that could help find this person or solve this whatever crime has been committed. And so just to put it out there for anybody else, just in case you are wondering what your liberties are, like within whatever it is that you're dealing with, if you do have a missing person, you are free to ask whatever questions to whomever unless law enforcement tells you that you can't and gives you what is called a gag order and tells you that you can't discuss certain aspects of the case. Otherwise, as long as you're not accusing anyone of doing something, um, you're free to ask, or you can say that, because your main priority is to find your loved one. Period. That's your main priority. And you don't have to be in the business of protecting someone's feelings because they feel like they might be questioned too much, because facts are facts. And if you're the last person with somebody, people are going to ask you about that. That's how we get information. So, I just wanted to make sure I made that clear, because, unless you are specifically told and you have an order by law enforcement, which is just, usually through law enforcement or a judge, then you can, you can do whatever you have to do to find your missing person. Wendy?
That's right. See? Thank you, Sharon Nation. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Yeah, I really appreciate you having me on here, and this was very informative. I love it when you do this, when you have the parents on, so that people are able to ask questions that maybe somebody else didn't think of. So
That's
this
right.
was good. I wish Billy all of the blessings. I pray that she finds her daughter, and that this case is solved very, very soon.
Yes, me too. Me too. Thank you
And
so much.
I appreciate both of y'all. And thank you for saying that, Shiro, because that definitely needed to be said. In order for us to help, and this is all of us, not just organizations, anybody that helps these cases, the more that's found as fact and not hearsay, and the more people speak, you can determine whether it's fact or hearsay. Um, that helps law enforcement more than just going to them with hearsay every 5 minutes or every time somebody pops up something. Oh, because if you bug the detective, and I don't know this for a fact, I just have my feeling about this, is that when you constantly, in their eyes, bug them, they're not going to listen to anything that you really have to say, whether you have facts after all that, and they've got irritated or what. I think that they just kind of dismiss what you tell them. And, that's not right, but I understand it, if that makes sense.
I get what you're
I don't know
saying.
what else to say,
I understand
but
what you mean.
I just wanted to throw that out there. But I appreciate everybody that's involved, that shares flyers, shares the post, likes everything that's put out by everybody, because that definitely gets them seen more than just scrolling past. And another thing that I found, and I'm going to say this just because it's sad that you could have a missing dog and you will have thousands and thousands and thousands of people share that within the first 10 minutes or day, whatever. But a person,
Exactly.
hardly any shares. That is sad. So that just says that, a dog's valued more than a person, which is baloney. And I'm in the dog business.
That is so true. That is
I'm trying
so
not to get
true.
riled up, y'all. Because
And I
You were right though.
love my baby, but I just don't understand this whole hierarchy of, oh, I'm gonna share the dog photos, but I'm not gonna share your missing loved one. Like, that's
right.
wild to me.
Right.
I don't get it.
And maybe they've become desensitized to seeing all of these missing people. Who knows? But it's just irritating. And you don't know until you get into this field, you do not realize the things that go on until you start researching cases. Then that's where the real weird stuff comes out.
That is true.
I'm learning so much. When I when I never thought that I would be doing this, number one. first of all, like I thought, even when I did start doing this, I thought, okay, I'm just going to be talking about cases and maybe putting it a little bit on my channel, but doing the stuff behind the scene,
Right.
is the meat and potatoes. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's the meat and potatoes to it, not just, and I think that
What you got?
some people probably think that it's just about like some families probably think it's just pictures and put it on YouTube. No, we're here to really gonna help you.
Yeah.
Like if you want the help, we're really gonna we're really gonna dig in. We're really gonna help you because I would want the same if my loved one was missing, if Dave was missing. God
Exactly.
forbid. Oh my
Exactly.
God. You know what I
And
mean? Or one of
people,
my kids were missing.
and people really are, there is a fear there when there's a territory that you're entering that you're not familiar with. You don't know the people that are involved with, around the case. I understand that, but that is why the research is so important. And like I like I was telling Jasmine earlier, I was well, I guess I'll share this. I'm working on a documentary, and I have the producer to this documentary. I was telling him that we were going to have to visit a specific place, and he says, "You mean I have to go there?" He was like, he was so nervous, He's like, "You mean I have to go there?" And he's worried about the footage and how we're gonna get it. And he's like, "I don't know," but these things are, it's important, and there are people out there who, we don't know always who we're dealing with or what type of people are involved. So we have to be
Yeah.
careful too with who we ask questions to, what kind of questions we ask, all kinds of things. I mean, he's just the cameraman and he's nervous. So,
Right. Right. Yeah. That's true though. You got to be aware of everything. Everything, guys. Um we got to my hubby is starving, y'all. I got to cook dinner. Um, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I want to say thank you to everybody. Um, I think I might come back on at midnight. I'm not sure because there's another case that I was told by the mother I could put out. It didn't end good at all. Broke my heart. Broke the mother's heart because that's her son. And we did talk about it on here. So I don't know. It depends. What time is it? It's almost 8. So I got to cook dinner and everything. And it depends. Because the weekend, me and Dave have plans for the whole weekend. So I won't be on here at all. But I want to put out as much as I want as today. So I don't know. I might come back on later today, guys. But I want to say thank you, Cheryl, and thank you, Wendy, for joining. Thank you, Billy. We're going to do our best. And I really hope and pray that her daughter is found safe. Man, wow. Uh, Voice for Vanish, she says, I'll come back with you if you do. Okay. And I know Cheryl will too. All right, y'all. Y'all want to say anything else before we close it down? Thank you, Miss V. I see you, boo. No.
that's me. That I said that, but it came under your name. We got to untether that account.
Oh yeah, from
That's me.
But you know what? I kept it like that just in case. But okay, yeah, we got to fix that. Yes,
Okay.
we got to fix that. I can't imagine having a missing loved one, which is why I go so hard to get answers. Exactly, that's how I feel. Yes, exactly. I couldn't even imagine, girl. Woo. I got, and when oh Lord, oh yes. All right, everyone. Everyone, please be safe. Have a blessed night. look at your surroundings, and also join the group. I pinned it. We made a group. Where is Danielle Rico? It is pinned in the comment section. Please join that group as well. And my group that I have on there, Brooklyn Squad True Crimes on Facebook, is also in the comment section. I don't talk about that as much. But yeah, I have a group. I've been had a group for months now. Please join that group as well. I made that group for victims and families and their friends that are going through stuff. I want to do more in that group. I'll do another session on that though. But everyone have a blessed night. I see you later if I'm not too busy with other stuff, but I might come on a live and do another case that I was working on. That case hit me hard. I was talking to the mother for 2 hours today. Whew. Dexel Troll, I can't say his last name right. Trolls. Rest in peace. And justice for Danielle Rico. We must find her. Everyone have a blessed night. I'm out. Peace. Love you, Brooklyn Squad. Yes, please ask questions in the group. And post. It only takes a second, y'all, to post. Bye, y'all. Let me go cook. My husband hasn't ate since 10 o'clock in the morning from work. Peace.